Everybody repeats the phrase, be water, my friend, be like water. But do they even know? Do they even know? So hi guys, today we're going to talk about being water. What does this even mean, and what is this idea, being like water? Probably most gonna think that being like water is adapting to your opponent, which is actually true. But I believe that most people have the wrong idea what adapting actually is. They think probably if the opponent grapples you, now you need to grapple him back. This is like thinking, if you have a boxer in front of you, you have to box. If you have a very good kicker in front of you, you have to kick him. If you think about that, if you have a specialized grappler, the last thing you want to do is grapple the guy. If you have a specialized boxer, the last thing is you want to do is actually box him. There's a quote that Bruce said, the best fighter isn't the fighter that is the best boxer, he's the best kicker, or he's the best judo man. It's like the best fighter is the one who kicks too good for boxer, who throws too good for a kicker, and who punches too good for a grappler. And this is adapting, being water. And it's not just about kicking, punching, it's about just like the simple thing, like footwork. If your opponent moves, right? So then you can adapt to his movement. If he goes away, you can keep up the distance. If he comes to you, you can back off, okay? And then you can also adapt. You can use this to your benefit. So if you keep the distance, for example, and he goes away and he comes back, then you can go into his movement. Sometimes the water becomes the cup, which means in this case, I just keep the distance, I'm adapting to the movement, and sometimes the water can crash, right? So sometimes he comes and I don't go away when he comes, right? Then you can crash. So this is one idea, just by using footwork, using distance control, using timing, okay, and using broken rhythm. For this all, you can put in this quote, being water. Then you have to know when to use your weapon, in what distance you use your weapon, when would you use your punch, when would you use your hook, your long punch, your short punch, maybe back fist, maybe front kick, maybe a side kick. And there's also this thing in Jeet Kune Do called the progressive weapon chart, which means, okay, right, so if you have your opponent here, this is the distance, he comes in, this would be the best weapon in this distance. If he's a little bit closer, right, then you can come here, or you can use this, okay? Or you can even use this, because these techniques, they are all inside the side kick, for example. If you take a lead punch, for example, right? So here's the lead punch. And everything inside the lead punch, it would go progressively to the shorter techniques, right? So this could be left, right hook, shovel hook, okay? Even if it's closer, it's even uppercut. This could be low back fist, okay? This could be also short back fist. You have long back fist. You can implement footwork, right? You can go from the short distance into long distance by using retreating footwork, for example. There's no rigid pattern how you can use this. It depends on the person, right? It depends how good is your footwork and everything. So it's very much individual. It depends even maybe on the day form, or on your day form, your preference on this day. But then you have the principles of directness and simplicity. So you would always use the most direct techniques in this situation. There's another example. The guys who grapple, when they get punched, right, they go under the punch and they force the grappling, right? This is not the most direct thing you can do in this situation, because when you get punched, okay, this would be far more direct, okay? What's direct is also as well this here, this one, okay? This is a little bit more risky. You stay in the distance, in the punching distance when you do that, right? When he punches and you kick, you go actually away from his punch, okay? So this is using kicks against punches. Also, you can adapt to kicks. Sometimes the guy kicks, okay? You can go away from the kick, okay? But you can also adapt, right? You can use punches against the kick, okay? If he kicks, you can go away from the kick and the punch at the same time. So this would be also adaptation. When would you use grappling in Jeet Kune Do? So imagine you get punched, right? Maybe you get punched and you go down. And now you have the guy here and the guy comes, okay? And now you can throw him, right? You can punch him in the nuts, you can stand, you can kick him here, you can kick him here, stomp, or whatever in this case, okay? So then you can use a single leg tackle, for example, if you're already there, you wouldn't force it from here to here. This is similar to, you want to bite the guy, you start to bite from the distance, you want to bite him. You would bite him if he maybe grabs you, right? You grab here, now you can bite him. Because the opportunity is there, you can bite him then. Same as if somebody tries to tackle you now. In Jeet Kune Do, you would go for the technique with the least resistance. So now you can attack the eyes here, okay? So right, you can go here into the eyes. You can grab the air. You can also twist the head, okay? This is the things you can go. You go deep into the eyes. So this is how you could counter this. And I already hear guys on the internet,
but you can't do that with a pro grappler.
So we know all these guys. Guy wants to punch you. Okay, maybe you can adapt this way. Here's a kicker, he wants to kick you, boom, okay? Depending on your ability, you would use what you can use the best. Of course, you train all these things in Jeet Kune Do, and this is a roughly idea how you adapt to your opponent, okay? Not mimicking the opponent, but using his weaknesses in this very situation. This can also be this, right? So, and somebody wants to grapple you from the distance, okay? You can kick him with the tip of your shoe. You can kick him to the neck, okay, to the head or to the neck. Imagine you're here, he comes, then you kick him quickly, you snap. This is also a possibility, how you adapt. You need a footwork, you need good front kicks, which we do all the time, right? So front kicking is one of our specialties. Okay guys, be water, my friend.